Hi lads, this is the first video on me g1fsh YouTube page. It's just a quick tour of the shack, that's all. You know, it's completely untidy. Everything's just laid about everywhere. I keep tidying little bits and pieces, and that's as much as it ever gets. Because as soon as I do something, that's it. It's totally untidy again. Anyway, I've got a couple of GIL scanners. One of them is boxed, the other one isn't, and they both work. I've got a 2 meter FM set, Kenwood 271 is it, and that's used as a scanner. A Realistic Pro 2006 that I've had forever. That's still works really well. Kenwood 590, brilliant on HF, absolutely superb radio that. And the one above it's the FT 847, all band radio. I love that radio, it's absolutely beautiful. And the one next to that one's Kenwood or Trio 430S, and that's fantastic for receive on HF. It's brilliant. And the TS2000, well, nice radio, not too bad, but the 847 knocks into a cocked at. It's a much better radio, loads better. ATU for the 430. TS711A 2 meter multi-mode base station. I'm looking for an 811 to go with it. ATU below that, but the MFJ one never gets used. Some CDs that I'm moving, storing somewhere else. I'm not sure where, like, but they're going to get stored. There's a power supply that runs everything that you saw on the bench. I've got 2 or 3 of those things as well. It's a switch mode thing, and it's okay. Just power supply and that's it. Right, a little bit further on. That's my monitor for diagrams and things. Also my TV and everything else. And the computer that you see half of behind it's the computer used for diagrams and such like manuals, that sort of thing. And that's displayed on that TV there, usually for programming as well sometimes. The oscilloscope and some of the test gear. Mainly Rackle stuff, I love Rackle stuff. A mate of mine, Cobra Man, loves it as well, and well, I must admit, he's got reasonable taste, because I think it's as good as anything else. It's lovely stuff, it is. I've got a modulation meter, a frequency counter, a millivolt meter, and another counter timer below that, and I've got a cyanide meter for receive tests, and a couple of power meters there. RF power meters, they're okay, not fantastic, but they can tell you whether a transmitter's working or not. Not necessarily how well it's working, but they can certainly tell you it's putting power out and everything like that. And they'll tell you whether it's close to where it should be. Doesn't necessarily mean it's accurate, because they're not. But they do the job for what I want to do. Another power supply for testing. Rods and end for soldering. Temperature control soldered iron. Another one with a fine tip. Stuff like that. Programming bench. A couple of computers, usually for programming PMR stuff. The computer for programming is underneath. It's a 486 base unit. I also use a couple of laptops for programming PMR stuff as well. You can see them under there, on top of the toolbox, and the rest of it's just junk. Space I could be using, really. Got an FM CB collection under there. Loads of stuff from the 80s, really retro stuff, and it's nice. Don't use it very often, but it's there. Most of it's boxed, some is, some isn't. My filing cabinet's full of junk. and behind that pile of stuff there I've got a lot of literature, service manuals, that sort of thing, PMR service manuals and what have you. So there you go, that's it. That's in my loft, and that's my escape route downstairs. And as you can see, it's not very big. A couple of things I've just been buying. One's the camcorder I'm using at the moment. Also got a new multi-tester, true RMS one. Unity, and Davy Jones will be cringing at that. I've just dropped it. He'll be cringing at that, but I don't mind. It'll probably do for what I want to do with it. Which, if I'm absolutely honest, it's not very much. I like to mess about a lot. Sometimes I strike luck and manage to repair something, but if I'm honest, it doesn't happen very often. In the drawers, mostly programming leads and things like that. Can program both stuff, like analog stuff especially, Motorola stuff, Kenwood, PMR radios, Cleartone, Pi Philips ones, Maxon, quite a lot really, a lot of stuff. So if you need anything programming, it's best to email us or whatever, and I'll try and sort something out. Fees are quite reasonable. I must really get tidied up probably, but I like talking too much and spend most of my time talking to my mate on there. So there you go. That's my workshop shack, whatever you want to call it. And yeah, I'm wanting to do a few repair videos, and you know, pretty much what everybody else is doing. I think it's nice to see the inside of some of the stuff that you're using. It'll be mostly radio stuff, but sometimes I sometimes try and document stuff that that I've done, so that I can remember for myself. More than anything else, I'll just stick them on YouTube, and if you like them, well, fair enough. If you don't, let us know. But I must admit, I'm quite inspired by the Cobra Man and Radio Nut 63, and one or two other people I've seen on YouTube that have some really nice videos. As I say, that's about it. Let us know what you think. If you want to say some more, just let us know. If not, well, fair enough. But the bracket for the TV is a cracking bracket. This, if you sat at the programming bench, the workbench, and you want to see a diagram, well, it tilts towards you, just like that, and you can actually pull it towards you as well, so it'll actually come this way. So there you go. Lovely bracket, and it wasn't expensive. Another eBay find. But I've noticed that my mate, the Cobra ones, they were doing the same sort of thing with an LCD TV. I want to do the same sort of thing. I'm just thinking, Mark, it's probably worth a thought. I had to drill a hole in the bench for it, but you know, it sort of fits. it sort of hooks onto the back of your bench, and then just you set your monitor on top of that. But you can put it pretty much where you want and fold it away out the way. That's what I'm thinking, and I'm well happy with it. Well, there you go. Anyway, that's the shack, as much as it is. I've got a couple of bits of test games, and I've just sent a signal generator away to be repaired. That was a Marconi 2018, and I've got another one coming this Tuesday, 2019, and I've also got a test set that a friend of mine's repaired for us, and I just haven't had a chance to get it back yet. It's a Marconi 2955. Not a great lover of them, but they're okay. They're not too bad. They're a space saver, really. But anyway, that's still away. I'll do another video when that gets back, and I'll put everything together properly, and you'll be able to see some stuff working and what have you. I'll show you the way I test stuff, and the way the receiver's supposed to work and the transmitter's supposed to work and what have you, so you can see whether something's faulty or not. At least that's the idea. Might not be very professional, but we'll see. Okay then, cheers lads, thanks for watching.